Hello yogis and namaste, I'm Paul, this is Yoganity and welcome to day 7 of our 7-day breathwork journey. I hope you've enjoyed it so far. If you've been following, if you just decide to click onto this one particular lesson or practice, that's perfectly fine. I hope you enjoy it also. So today we're going to be practicing lion's breath. It's a really cool, powerful breathing technique. What we're trying to achieve with lion's breath is to release internal anger, internal stress, internal tension from the mind, from the body, from the systems. I'm not sure if it's a really popular technique which is used in the West that often, but I'm going to be teaching it from a very traditional perspective. I'm going to be teaching it the way it's said to be taught in the Hatha Yoga Patipika, which was wrote in the 15th century. So it's going to be a very traditional practice. It's a really cool practice in the sense that it takes people out of the comfort zone also. I found that, since being a yoga teacher and since being a practitioner, that a lot of people really feel self-conscious about breath and about breathing out loud. And I feel that lion's breath really takes it to the next level. And it's kind of cool because it makes you more self-confident, letting go of what people think about you or what you think about yourself. Judgment normally comes from self rather than other people. So this is a really cool breathing technique to try and break through that judgment of self and stop caring what other people think about you also. So I want to give a demonstration of it first. You can join me on the demonstration, and then after the demonstration we're going to practice it another 6 times with a short awareness phase in between, maybe 10 to 15 seconds, and then we'll practice the breath again. So we're going to be in a kneeling position. If you do have any problems with the knees, fold the mat up, put cushions under the knees, put a bolster or a block under the sit bones to take the pressure from the knees, whatever feels good for you. So we're going to keep the big toes together, but we're going to spread the knees nice and wide, just slightly further than hip width apart. And then we're going to spread the fingers nice and wide, but turn the fingertips to face the groin. Now that might be uncomfortable for you. If it's uncomfortable, that's fine. If it's painful, then don't do it. You can also just have them to the side, or if it's really uncomfortable or painful, then keep the fingertips towards the front. So we'll have the fingertips towards the back if it feels comfortable for you and no pain. We're going to keep the head as a natural extension of the spine, but for the purpose of this practice I'm going to slightly lift the chin so you can see. I'm going to bring the gaze to the tip of my nose, so I'm going to go cross-eyed. I'll inhale deeply through the nose, and then I'm going to stick the tongue out and make a roaring sound as I exhale. Then I'll just close the eyes and we'll have an awareness phase. So that's the lion's breath. The roar is this roar of a lion, letting go of all that anger, all that tension and stress within the body, the mind and the system. I also really encourage you to have this visualization technique also. When you're breathing out, imagine that the breath that is coming out is this dark kind of breath, and you're releasing that anger, and with each breath it becomes more purified, more clear, more light, more see-through. And the goal is at the end of the 6th breath that it's completely clear and you've released that anger, released that stress and tension within the body and the mind. At the same time, if it's still dark, then it just means that practice it the next day and the next day and the next day until it becomes clear. These visualization techniques are so strong and have such a sense of purpose behind them because they really allow you to understand and feel what's going on in the body. So, happy days. So we're going to bring the fingers facing in towards the groin, knees nice and wide. Head is a natural extension of the spine, but you can slightly lift the chin for the purpose of this video. We're going to bring the gaze to the tip of the tongue. We'll inhale deeply through the nose, exhale deeply through the mouth, stick the tongue out and roar it out. Really roar and have that visualization technique. So bring the gaze to the tip of the nose, inhale deeply, exhale. Close the eyes, close the mouth, just feel into the body. Feel the release of stress and tension, of anger. Let's prepare for the 2nd round. Open the eyes, gaze to the tip of the nose, inhale deeply. Open the mouth, stick the tongue out and really roar. Again, close the eyes, close the mouth, feel inside. We'll do this 4 more times. Open the eyes, have the visualization technique. Bring the gaze, inhale and exhale in your own time. Softly close the eyes. 3 more times. Feel inside the body. Open the eyes. Bring the gaze to the tip of the nose and inhale. Close the eyes and the mouth. Two more times, open the eyes, bring the gaze to the tip of the nose. Inhale. Close the eyes and the mouth. Really start to feel the release of tension and anger within the body, within the mind, within the systems. Last time, we'll open the eyes, bring the gaze to the tip of the nose. Make this a really deep inhale and a really deep exhale as we roar all that aggression and anger and tension from the body. Let's inhale deeply and exhale. Close the eyes, close the mouth. Bring the hands onto the thighs, bring the knees together. Just feel into the body. Notice how the visualization technique worked. If the darkness started to become lighter through each breath, or if there's still some darkness remaining, that's perfectly fine. Just repeat for the next days until the visualization allows the clearness and the pureness through the breath. Softly coming back, I invite you to open the eyes. I really hope that this lion's breath is such a powerful breath and that it helped you release the inner anger, stress or tension, and at the same time gave you that confidence and courage to be able to express yourself without self-judgment or judgment from others. It's so important. Throughout yoga, we're also tearing these layers down, stripping away all these conditionings that you've put on yourself and conditions that you put on yourself and society's put on you. You know, we can be who we want to be. We can be how we want to be with confidence, without self-judgment and caring what anybody else thinks. The sooner we stop caring what anybody else thinks of us, the sooner we'll just feel this lightness and freedom flowing throughout the body, throughout the mind. What other people think about you is none of your business, you know, just it's what you think of yourself. So love yourself, adore yourself, absolutely think that you're a god, walk like a king, roar like a lion, and walk like a warrior also. Be confident, be everything that you was born to be. Throughout this series, I hope that you've learned something. I hope everybody's enjoyed it. I hope it's brought some benefit to everybody. There will be another breathwork series coming out maybe in a couple of weeks, but it'll be a little bit longer, 14 days, and we'll be going deeper and deeper, doing more internal breath retention, external breath retention, doing different breath works, and even for even longer time. So going deeper into ourselves, going deeper into the mind, into the body. Also, I'll just mention before the end of this video, there's another great video which I put out there called the Fists of Anger. So if you do feel this continued anger and stress and tension within the body, Fists of Anger is a really good way of getting that internal anger out from the body, from the mind, from the system. Just click on the link below for the Fists of Anger. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed this series. It's the first one. Hopefully there'll be many more to come. Thank you as always, and keep living the dream. Namaste.